Welcome back to another video as we continue down this road to Seriously 5.0. This series aims to cover all Horde maps of Master difficulty, and we are taking down Bonker today. This map was originally released alongside Gears 5, so if you are someone who hasn't picked this game up just yet, don't worry, I will be going over map features later on. The mutators and build will also be covered before kicking off the full gameplay, but I will put chapters in the video for those of you who do want to skip ahead. Let's start by breaking down Bonker by first showing what the overhead map looks like, which has been taken directly out of Gears 5. Your fabricator will need to be interacted with to start the round, and it spawns centrally just here. Once that is done, you will have energy taps begin to spawn, which can show up in a number of spaces around Bonker, specifically in 12 possible locations as shown here. Finally, make sure your team is making use of the 2 ammo boxes found on this map in these locations, which will respawn at the beginning of every wave. With those points out of the way, where should you drop your fabricator and build a base? I have 5 suggestions for Bonker, and I will give you some pros and cons of each spot, as well as a difficulty rating. We will begin this section by looking at the centre build for Bonker. To be a true centre build, you cannot move the fabricator from its spawning location, and will be forced to set up in this area. You have almost no cover here and will be fighting in all directions. Taking over some of the bunker area will be essential, giving your team some much needed high ground. A lot of fortifications will need building for this spot, so make sure you deposit often and help carry stuff for your engineer. Only a well coordinated team with level 20 classes should consider trying to beat the Horde in this spot with its difficulty of 5 out of 5. Another possible location you and your team should consider setting up is in the section labelled Artillery. This section of the map does have much more cover available, but your biggest disadvantage will be the height difference of the surrounding areas. Any flanking enemy can shoot you from above, so make sure you are keeping an eye out when you do need to revive teammates. A lot of fortifications will once again be needed here, and pushing into the building to either side with shorter range classes will be crucial. Fortunately for your team, plenty of energy taps spawn close by, giving your team plenty of energy for the fortifications and perks. Still a challenging area with a difficulty of 4 out of 5. Let's jump over to our next area, which is aptly named the Bunker, just here. In this spot you have an elevated area with plenty of cover and great sightlines all around. Long range classes will be better up top, with a shorter range class being more than capable of holding the narrow entrance coming from the centre of the map. Building fortifications inside the bunker area will be easy to start with, although plenty of them will be needed. Pushing these out to the sides may get tricky with placement on the uneven terrain, so only venture out between waves to attempt to place these. You can have free energy taps inside your base, giving you that much needed energy, but this spot is middle of the road for difficulty, sitting at 3 out of 5. My next suggestions will cover 2 parallel areas of bunker, both the barracks and lookout areas. In either of these spots you have an elevated area, surrounded mostly by walls with just a few narrow entrances in and out. Each spot contains 1 energy tap, with the others being close by, but not always easy to defend. A lot of enemies will get close to you and your team since the sightlines aren't amazing, especially on the lower elevations. Pushing out further into either spawn or the centre artillery area would be a good idea to give your team some breathing room, or even pulling the fabricator closer to the spawn can block off that area as a spawning location for the enemies. Slightly easier than the bunker spot, but still not a walk in the park, so pay attention to your team when attempting this 2 out of 5 spot. The final area I want to recommend are either of the spawning areas. These wide open spots have limited entrances in and out, with a wide open area to fall back to, ideal for bosses. Unfortunately, the sightlines are either very narrow or fairly short, making long range classes a bit difficult to play here. Energy will be a concern since no taps spawn within your base, and only a few can be close enough to justifiably defend. The uneven terrain once again makes building fortifications a bit tricky, though you don't want enemies getting inside your base since there is no cover to fall back to. Your team will be fighting in the same direction, if a little spread out, but this shares a similar difficulty level of 2 out of 5. For our run on Bunker, our engineer decided to play around the energy taps that spawned in the lookout area, and here are the mutators we faced when taking on this map. Confetti Headshot. Purely a cosmetic mutator causing confetti explosions when critically killing most humanoid enemies. This doesn't really make the game any more difficult. Even stronger enemies. All enemies will deal triple their normal amount of damage. Take a tankier class or make excellent use of cover to counter this. Zero gravity gore. Enemies that are killed are no longer affected by gravity, causing them to float. Another cosmetic mutator that shouldn't really affect anything, but do note that you cannot shoot through these bodies, though that is unlikely to affect most players. More health. Every enemy has a bigger health pool by roughly 75%. Assault classes may not notice this with the amount of damage they deal, but just be aware that enemies in later waves will be much harder to take down. Supercharged. Ultimate abilities recharge faster. I'm not sure if this mutator just cuts your ultimate cooldown by a percentage, or if the damage you deal helps bring back your ultimate even faster, but I might test this in a future video to find out exactly, but just note that your ultimate will come back more often while this is here. More health. A second version of the same mutator, causing enemies to have even more health. Enemies will take extra punishment with just one of these mutators active, 2 will be grueling, and even assault classes will notice the greatly increased health pools. Survivor. Our favourite mutator on this channel, which will be active in most games, causing any failed waves to kick you and your team back to the lobby. A set of very punishing mutators, greatly increasing the health and damage of all enemies. Fortunately, they don't get any special abilities on top of this, but I wanted to kinda get around the 2 extra health mutators by insta-killing enemies. To do this, I chose to play as the Infiltrator and took the following skill cards with me into Bunker. Chain. While Cloak is active, killing enemies will increase the duration even further. Cloak has a decent duration, but higher level versions of this card can keep you invisible for entire rounds. Just don't run in front of Mulcher Scions. Blood Resonance. Deal extra shotgun damage to enemies affected by any player's bleed. The damage boost from this is fantastic, which won't help your initial hit, but subsequent ones with the Laceration skill card equipped will have you dealing more than double damage. Cloak Batteries. A simple flat duration increase to Cloak. Ordinarily, Cloak has a 20-second duration, with this card adding up to an extra 12 seconds, perfect for a Cloak build. Laceration. Shooting enemies with a shotgun in close range will cause bleeding damage. The bleeding damage is powerful on its own, but does require you to be up close and personal, so make sure to play smart, especially when going into enemies dealing triple damage. Reaper. While you have a shotgun equipped, killing any enemy by any means will heal the player and generate stim. This is an amazing survivability tool that will give you some extra tankiness, perfect if you can chain kill enemies fairly quickly. Now that I have covered everything I wanted to on the map, mutators and build, I have the full run through to show you that has some light commentary alongside. I hope you enjoy.
Come on. Can't put it here.
I reckon we've got about 30 seconds till enemy reinforcements. Get ready!
Help me secure that tap. Fabricator deployed.
Securing the tap.
Barrier deployed.
Tap online.
We've got company. Barrier deployed. Thanks.
Let's do this. Come on, try me.
Right, how's it going, gears? We are on Bunker today. I am playing as the Infiltrator, going with a stealth build
How's that feel?
and doing a lot straight off the mark.
Nighty night.
The mutators will be at the start, as well as the build that I'm using, but
Deal.
I've been wanting to do one of these for a while, where I do this build where enemies have like 3 times health or more health, like multiple times over. Just because it doesn't matter how much health they have, executing an enemy still kills them in one.
Sure, I'm cool.
It's great. It's a fantastic build.
That's all for now.
Only two left.
So damn dead.
But that is wave 1 pretty much out the way already. Let's run up here real quick, because I did see that drop of energy.
Barrier deployed.
This guy's going to bleed out in just a second, and we can kick off wave 2. I'll have most of my ultimate back for the next round as well.
Barrier up.
Ooh, I just mistimed it.
Energy
I was about to execute him, but
tap empty. Energy tap upgraded.
I've not mentioned it already, but obviously I'm playing as the Infiltrator. We've got a mechanic, we have a veteran, a blade master, and a pilot? Gunner.
We have here.
We have a gunner.
Thank you very much. Sweet.
Energy collected.
So we do have a very, very strong team.
Energy tap upgraded.
Well, very consistent damage team anyway.
It is hot.
I have no idea where he wants to put those barriers, so I will just
Company.
hang back for a moment.
Mark the locus. When did I get this good?
Let's do this.
It's a bit unusual to see a gunner using a tri-shot.
Last chance
Oh.
to run. Mine.
Knows exactly where I am.
Eat it, freak show.
Let's run away. Is that a boom shot or a drop shot? Can't quite tell.
Scion mark.
Drop shot. Perfect.
Thanks for pitching in.
5 left. 3 left. Visual on a reject.
Oh,
Barrier deployed. Energy collected. Energy tap upgraded. You bet your ass more coming. Regroup, rearm, and
let's go with a bit of movement speed once again. Wow, there is a lot of energy over here.
Sweet.
And there's the last of it.
Barrier deployed.
And no one's grabbed this energy. It's fun when you know anyone going for any of it.
Weapons hot.
Bye.
Come at me.
Managed to get all the way across the map without really seeing
That's new
anyone.
deployed. For the cog! Knocked you out! Eliminated! That's it. Gotta vent the heat. Marking a drone. We've got a regen.
Broken.
Nice one. Five left.
Drop shots are pretty useless indoors, my friend. That's why you just got destroyed.
Weapon time.
What's the matter, tough guy?
Let's grab this energy.
You ain't dead yet.
I could ideally do with getting a overkill at some point.
Thanks. Thanks.
I love this build. You do an absurd amount of damage just because you take out enemies in a single hit.
Give me that.
Let's go with more movement speed, a bit more shotgun damage. Going for quite a greedy build at first. I thought this would be up still.
Solid.
But I only need movement speed and
Upgraded.
shotgun damage. There's no point in going health or health regen because one, the cards that I'm using, and two, the mutators, they do 3 times damage. They're probably going to be able to kill me if I don't have stim.
Here they come. Let's do it. Load and lock. Roll and rock.
Come at me. Wow.
I do love it when just a random drone walks by as you're executing someone else.
We've got a reject.
It makes no sense. You'd freak out and be like, something's going on. Staying away from that area.
Juicy.
Ooh, sniper.
Let's do this.
I think this is probably going to be the only one of these videos where I do use a maxed out build. Since all the cards that I'm using, the cards that I've shown at the beginning, I've managed to get them all to level 6. I think that's the only video in this series so far that has had that.
For the cause.
But it also shows you don't need maxed out cards to always do these.
Loading.
Climb the top. Help me secure the top.
I'd fix you if I could. Thanks. Barrier deployed.
And sit down.
2 left.
That could have been bad.
Last one. Barrier deployed.
Okay.
Might as well not muck about and just get it finished off. Whoa, 23 assists that do. Ah, that'll be all the leeches. I assume. That is a lot of assists.
Good time.
Oh, I missed it.
Securing the tower.
Oh, what? That was a bit like.
Give me that. Okay.
Right, need that dude to grab that energy up there.
Good to go.
Tap empty.
Let's go with more movement speed again. And then I will donate that.
Get ready.
They're here. Barrier deployed.
Come at me. Taste the steel.
Hey, jackass, I'm on your side.
Elite drones are going to be a hell of a problem with these mutators. 3 times damage. Oof.
Oh, for the cog! Look at you go! It's adorable! My bad! That's it!
Oh, I've run out of drone-like enemies.
Chopped off.
Friendly fucking fire! Trucker down! 3 left!
A long shot's not the best thing as an infiltrator. I'm just thinking it does a lot of damage and it'll help me get my ultimate back even faster.
Now's the time to build, people.
Perfect.
I suppose the other shotgun build, I think it was on the Mercy video that I did, where you get a lot of damage resistance whilst you have stim. That's probably better for this set of mutators. But, you know, can still get this one to work. This is a lot of barriers. But, if it works, it works.
Get ready. They're here. Barrier deployed.
Who wants it?
Straight up.
Just doing this to get my ultimate back.
Damn it, I'm down.
Go.
Let's do this.
Get up.
Thanks.
Come on, try me.
Take that guy out.
Frack.
Take him out.
Hey, down in front. I've got you. They're damaging the tap.
Take this guy out.
Eliminated.
Get me up. Barrier deployed.
on.
Let's do this.
That's it.
Love it. And that's how it's done.
Take it to us.
Finders keepers, losers dead.
Weapons hot.
That is a hell of a lot of barriers.
5 left. Here they come. Barrier deployed.
Stocking up.
Heavy, watch the cover.
Eliminated.
Securing energy tap.
Try not to, but it's going to be difficult.
Heavy, destroyed.
Let's do this.
Load and lock.
Roll and rock.
Collecting energy. Energy tap upgraded. Get busy. 30 seconds until enemy reinforcements.
Taps, people. Taps. They do a lot.
Perfect.
Right.
Barrier deployed.
Maxed out on...
Energy tap upgrade.
Sweet.
Nasher damage, that's what I was trying to say. Couldn't think of the weapon then. I'm thinking overkill. Just constantly. Like, pick up an overkill, pick up an overkill. Can't find one though. Plenty of DR1s, but I've not managed to find a
Hands up.
single
Here they
overkill
come.
yet. Right.
5. Let's do
Come
it.
on, try me.
Oh, was a bit too soon on that. There we
Sniper.
go.
Nothing lucky about that. Bring it on. We're hot. We're live. That's it. Someone get over here. Wow.
Oh,
early
whoa.
fuck
Did
up.
not see that guy.
Let's do this.
Let's take you out, because you could throw a grenade and screw the whole thing up.
Thanks, mate.
Well, that animation didn't work correctly.
Good to go. I got you.
It's taking them. Too hot.
And that's how it's done.
Who got the bleeding damage on it?
Nose deployed.
Probably was the mechanic, is what I'm thinking. Oh, let's take you out.
Fortifications destroyed. Friendly fire. For the cause.
How we doing? We've got taps up. All the taps are up.
I'll take that. Fabricator deployed. Are you kidding me?
I just wanted to make sure it didn't fire a shot or two at that fabricator. That is a little bit low, and finish it off.
Something big is coming. This should be good.
Right, let's go with, since it's a boss wave, shotgun damage, shotgun damage.
Don't mind if I do, Reggie.
If it's a swarmac, I'm not going to do too well against it.
Sweet.
Anything else, I think I'll be fine, but I'm still going to focus on, like, you know, the smaller drone-like enemies. That's the best kind of thing to do, because a swarmac will just stand on you. You get too close to a matriarch or a carrier, they just tear you apart. So let's, and obviously a raven, you're pretty useless against with a shotgun. Mukatu, that's not so bad.
Let's do it.
Come on, try me.
No, you got. Light 'em up.
Like I said, focus on the smaller guys,
Bring it on.
and then we can get some damage on both the carrier and Mukatu.
Fortification upgraded. Bob's your uncle. Let's do this. That's
Oh,
it.
run away!
Flashbang out.
Oh, that's just...
Right. Let's have ya. Incoming.
And that's how it's done.
I am trying to keep this thing away. I can't do it all on my own.
Weapon time.
We'll cut your mark.
Oh, whoa. That,
Hey, fix it. Let's do it.
2 left.
Revive me. Hey. Securing the tap. Help me secure the tap. Protect the energy tap.
right, I'm all out shotgun.
HSS, I'm on your side.
Nice.
Got it.
Since it's just a Mukatu, let's not get put down by it.
That's
For
it.
some reason use a sniper against it. That makes a lot of sense. I think I did take out some grenadiers, but I've just forgotten where.
Who wants it? Loaded.
Ideally need some sort of ammo. Oh, here we go. Ah, now it's in here. Of course it is.
Who wants it?
Turret deployed.
Weapon time.
Too hot.
Oh, wait, it's dead.
Let's do this.
Me. I was fully expecting it to dive into the floor again. Whoa, 560,000 damage. I mean, I did run out of ammo completely,
Hey.
so I'll take that.
Up. Time to build.
Right, we've got movement speed, movement speed.
Okay.
Not going to go with any shotgun damage this time.
And that's
I might buy an overkill. I think it's getting to that point where we do need it. Let's get the shotgun damage maxed out first, and then we will buy it.
thank you very much.
Shouldn't really need my shotgun this wave, I'm hoping. Oh, we've got Lambent.
Oh, I'm ready.
Come on,
Let's
try
do
this.
it. Sentry deployed. Fortification repaired.
I quite like fighting the Lambent. I don't know why. Don't know what it is about it.
Killing's my business, mate. So good, I should charge admission. Hey!
Oh, Warden.
You're just gonna watch me die? Bring
I'm
it
kind of
on.
hoping the Blade Master is going to deal with that, because he's better suited for it.
Black on ammo.
Weapons up.
Fire the car!
The energy tap.
I mean, I could just do that as well.
Check your fire.
My kill.
Top is full.
That's it.
Tap empty. Energy tap upgraded.
Right, I'm assuming
Field, people.
the dude's going to want that.
Barrier deployed.
Right, let's go with shotgun damage, and I'm thinking buy an overkill. I wouldn't normally buy one, but I just cannot seem to find one on the map.
Nice.
Give that in. There's no point in me buying any more perks. I've already been very greedy with my build,
Deployed.
and health and health regen. Like I said earlier, they're not going to do anything.
Energy tap upgraded. Hands up. Barrier deployed.
Whoa, that lemon grenadier got absolutely melted.
Come at me.
Need ammo.
I'm not going to screw around with that Mulcher Scion, 'cause I think it has a bastion with it.
Zion mark. I'm down. Fortification upgraded. Zion spotted. Oh, I'm ready.
It does, so let's just avoid that thing
Coming
now.
frag.
Incoming frag.
Ooh, get you.
Grenadier.
Quick, quick finish. There we go. I'm going to have to duck away now.
Crank it up.
Bring it on. That's nearly destroyed.
Oh, whoa.
For the con.
Last one.
That Mulcher Scion got the flank come in and was like, easy pickings.
Full. I've got the energy.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting it.
Hey. Barrier deployed.
Right, we've got plenty of ammo.
Build people.
Brilliant. Nice.
Did I get my ultimate back?
Energy collected.
I can't remember. Whoa,
Energy tap upgraded.
I'm up to 1.6 million damage, and the next highest is the veteran at 900,000.
Fortification
Damn!
repaired.
Jeez, this mechanic's doing well. Tell you what, let's put a few points into health as well. Say a few, about 6.
Hands up. They're here.
Right, I don't have my ultimate, bit of a shame, but
Bloody aces.
let's see if we get it back in time.
Warden mark.
Try aiming.
Oh, you're fine.
I'll take that.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. That's nearly destroyed.
Someone got the Warden, I got the Sire.
Destroyed.
Fortification.
Reloading.
Oh, I'm on fire.
Fortification
I can't really see
repaired.
what's going on.
Oh, shit.
4 left.
Whoa!
Oh shit, I'm hurt.
That was an immense amount of shotgun damage you just did to the pair of us.
Your performance is much desired. Thanks.
Got it.
Right, grab that. One up here.
Fortification reloaded. Fortification repaired.
Where is that grenadier going?
Requisition.
Let's do this.
Tell you what, I'm going to buy some flashbangs for the next round as well. How are we doing? I think we're doing alright actually.
Sleep tight.
Nice. Energy tap upgraded. What do we have here?
Damn, I need to get that energy tap up there. That was my fault, I ran away from it.
Yeah.
There was the main reason I went up there as well.
What do I do?
Let's put a couple extra points into health. It might save me, it might do absolutely nothing. Let's buy a couple of flash grenades. There we go. Might as well give him that.
We've got enemy.
I've got no use for it. Ooh, Matriarch Carrier. I'm good against both of them, but I'm also good to use my ultimate first. Carrier's already ripping apart Lambent.
Barrier destroyed.
Let's execute him.
Sentry deployed. 5x5. I got dropped. Fortification upgraded.
Weakling.
Barrier destroyed.
Let's take you out.
Load and lock. Roll and rock. Oh shit, I'm hurt.
Oh, why is he paused?
Thanks.
That's just throwing everyone off a little bit. Don't take that to the face, that'll be bad.
Gotta fit the heat.
Tap destroyed.
Wait.
We need to resecure it. For the car.
Where that came from?
Securing energy tap.
Let's just make sure that guy goes down. Let's get you up.
Take a do-over.
Oh, sweet.
Nope. You.
Come at me. Try me.
Stop jumping around.
What I like.
And we got Bonker done, yes! And I got it as that build I wanted to do as the Infiltrator.
Thanks.
Yes!
Hey.
Another video out of the way and another map completed for this series. So if you have made it this far in the video, then thank you very much for watching until the very end. I have been using a tracker that we have been crossing off as we finish these maps, which looks like this. Completing Bonker takes our number of completed maps to 27 out of 37, meaning we only have 10 more maps left to go. There will be another video and map next week, but that's it for today. Take it easy, gears, and I will catch you in the next one.